So I've been encouraged by some of my friends to kind of start sharing my collection with people on the internet. So I figured that's what I'd do, and today I'll start by kind of showing you around the ground level of my house, showing you some of the stuff that I have, and then maybe after that I'll make some more videos. If you see anything you want to see more in depth, or you'd like a specific collection highlighted, leave me a comment, let me know. But for now, here's my place. So I've got posters all over the house. Some of them are original, some of them are reissues. This entire wall is all George Romero stuff. I'm a big fan of the guy. It's not all the George Romero stuff I have, but this whole wall is all George Romero. The upstairs has a lot more posters in it, but maybe that's a topic for another video. So then the front hallway, I've got my Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff kind of along the door frame. Got some Planet of the Apes stuff over here. A few hodgepodge things here and there to fill some space. Up on top of the door frame up here I've got some Ultraman toys and a few of the like Walmart exclusives, real cheap Godzilla toys, but they're fun. The only time I ever go to Walmart anymore is to look for Godzilla toys. So then the kitchen, I've got all my quarter scale figures up here. Some of these I've had for 15 years now. They're huge, they're cool. The other side I've got, it's kind of a hodgepodge thing. You've got some Godzillas and some cheap knockoff Gigans. You've got some Inhumanoid stuff, which was a short-lived 80s cartoon about giant monsters that come from the Earth's core. Really cool. I like giant monsters. And then you've got Danny DeVito at 15 inches. He's about life size. The only problem about putting stuff up here is that the stupid fucking cat jumps up there and like... Stupid fucking cat. He just jumps up there and he thinks he's one of them and he's going to knock him down and it's going to break my heart. Over here I got some posters, a few autographs. The Evil Dead 2 is from the original Evil Dead 2 press kit, which I do have a collection of. Maybe I'll make a video showing off those. This is a piece of board that was painted to look like the Necronomicon. A buddy of mine did that for me. So I've got a few DVDs and Blu-rays. And I got them all separated into little subgenres, much like a lot of independent video stores did back in the day. I kind of just got them separated into their subgenres and then didn't continue organizing because I was tired as fuck, so they've been sitting here for about 6 months unfinished. I got like just slasher films is this whole section, but the point is, here's my movies. Alright, so now we got some toys. Right here I got 16 little cubes and they're all their own theme. I got Friday the 13th. I've got all stuff from George Romero films. I've got a Terminator cube. I've got a thing that's Reanimator and The Fly kind of mixed together. Nightmare on Elm Street. I've actually got 2 cubes full of Hellraiser stuff. I've got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. King Kong gets his own cube. And then I've got a little young Frankenstein display that's actually the wife's, but, you know, it's still cool nonetheless. And a couple of Munsters set up, which are the wife's also, but I do allow her some space in this house to do what she will. I've got a Puppet Master cube, that Toulon puppet box I made out of some foam core. It cost me about 10 bucks and, you know, a couple of days. Got a hodgepodge case of random action heroes and some of the old school Predators. Got a whole cube for Planet of the Apes. And a pretty sparsely filled Aliens cube. So one of the most interesting pieces I've got here is the Tarman from Return of the Living Dead, which is actually a custom piece. It's actually latex and filled with polyfoam. So in here we've got kind of a Universal Monsters theme going on. We've got all the series from when Sideshow had the Universal Monsters rights. They put out 5 series of toys. We've managed to collect all of them. We've got some little busts that came with DVDs way back in the day. We've got these Burger King toys that are Simpsons characters in all classic monsters. Really kind of fun, unique stuff. So I like books too. So yeah, I got a lot of science fiction and horror based books. There's, I think, 6 bookshelves in the house, but only one of them on the ground level. So books were these things that were full of words and you read them, but they were made of trees, so they can't make them anymore. They ran out of trees. Right now we've got around 700 to 800 records spread across multiple genres. At some point in the future I'll probably make a video that kind of goes through a lot of these records more, kind of showcases some stuff. As of right now, just kind of summarizing things, giving you an overview. Here's what I got. I got a Beastmaster poster. Oh, the cat. Stupid cat is doing this. So I got a Beastmaster poster. That's an original. It's not really worth anything, but I love the Beastmaster. He could talk to animals or whatever. He had 2 ferrets and he dressed in a loincloth. It's like the guy I always wanted to be. So up here I've got a continuation of my collection of Ultraman toys. These are all the 4-inch. I've got many more of those because they are much cheaper and easier to come by. They're fun. Little giant monsters. So over here we've got some more of the cartoony toys. So I've got a complete set of the Garbage Pail Kids Funko Mystery Minis, both Series 1 and 2. I got my Tick collection. I'm a big fan of the 90s Tick cartoon. I've got a whole cube full of Bob's Burgers stuff. Got a few hodgepodge cubes, you know, mostly throwbacks to 90s stuff. You've got some Mystery Science Theater 3000 stuff. You've got some Futurama stuff. I do have some Funko Pops. I'm not a big fan of those in general, but I am selective. I have some really awesome South Park toys that were made by Kid Robot. Not real big into superheroes anymore, but I do have a superhero section down there. So up above the television we've got some Universal Monsters cardboard cutouts. I don't know exactly where they came from, but what I was told when I bought them was that the guy thought they were from the post office when they issued Universal Monsters stamps. Again, I don't know how true that is. If you have any idea where they came from, let me know, because I like to know stuff like that. And probably the biggest part of my toy collection is the Godzilla section. I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I enjoy the character. I have lots of different representations of him and his many foes. I've got some space here for stuff that's going to be coming out before the end of the year. It's not here yet, so when I get it all full, maybe I'll do an update and a more in-depth Godzilla video. A lot of decently hard to find stuff. I'll do a video in the future where I go more in depth, and also there is Godzilla stuff kind of everywhere. Up on this door frame over here I've got all my Rodan toys and a Mothra toy hanging right there. It should be pointed out that this guy's not actually Godzilla, he's an Ultraman, whatever. And these are my kitties. So anyway, that's the ground floor of my house. There's an upstairs and there's a basement, but that's for another time. Like I said, if you see anything that you want to see more in depth, let me know. Maybe I'll do another video.